Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Victoria 3, the Swedish playthrough, the Forest of Iron Hills, episode number 5. I have to say, right off the gate, I love this game. I'm really enjoying it. And I will say that a lot of the stuff I'm doing is more econ focused, and I haven't gotten to some of the pains with the war system and all that, but Paradox has already released a roadmap and they said that they're going to address some of those things, so... But just the general economic day-to-day cycle, I just really enjoy it. And I think that there is a lot of interesting things about this game, like the diplomacy, the swaying of things when you have a diplomatic maneuver, which we haven't even shown that yet, but it's all very cool to me. I think this is, yeah, I'll be playing this for a while to come. Really enjoying this playthrough. So I hope you are too. Okay, so now what do we have? We have the fact that after praising the game, I'm also going to immediately say... I hate that it doesn't remember my preferences. Every time I enter the game, I have to switch this back from grid to pie chart and from this more decorative, artistic viewpoint to like my preferred, give me some spreadsheets type look. I find that this is a lot easier to read at a glance. Now that's also because I've been using it for a long time. You probably might have a hard time just, the switch is, it takes a little while for your brain to adjust. Anyway, what I noticed is that some funny things. Our fishing wharves in where's the 4 fishing wharves? Here? Yeah, they're completely unoccupied. The reason for this is that there's actually a lot of other things making money. Look at coal mines, rye farms, livestock, whatever, all this. They're making more money than they would make at the fish wharves. We just don't have enough unemployed people, which is eventually a limit that you'll get to. Now, I guess it does kind of end up causing a little bit of problems if you decrease things too much. And I don't like to decrease them because decreasing is free, it's instantaneous, whatever, but then to build it back, you still have to go through the normal build process, which is expensive. So it's always better, in my opinion, not to do that. This is by all means not the #1 fishing wharf in the world. Maybe that we just need to go a day or so, wait for the economy. That might be just a loading into the game economy thing. But there are a lot of things that I think we need to expand upon. First of all, furniture is super expensive. We're not even building that much luxury furniture, which again, by the way, is taxed because we have a consumption tax on it. And I think we have so much money right now that besides increasing my construction spots, which I think I should do, I also think it might be time for us to lower the taxes. Maybe once I get to maybe 10% of the gold reserves, our gold reserves are, not quite to 10%, but I feel like we've kind of hit the point that we no longer need to tax the people. The economy is kind of self-sustaining at this point, at least with only with at least the exact amount of construction things that I have. It's not nearly as good as like just going crazy amazing compared to like the Belgium economy, but I don't want to compare everything to Belgium because that's like kind of a bit of an unfair comparison. It's yeah, the Belgian economy is just, it's going to do very well. Anyways, it's funny that we are improving this, but we are. Why am I expanding that? Let me just drop that down to not expand anytime soon, because I don't exactly understand what my motivation was here. We're currently subsidizing it, and it's not making a whole lot of money. I guess the subsidizing is probably keeping something else going. Why am I improving this? Is there any? Let me just make sure. Is there any amount of progress on it? Is being expanded. This one will say, okay, 257 out of 300. This is 0. Okay, so let me just cancel this. I don't know why that was being expanded. Hopefully I remember eventually. Okay, triage is unlocked, which is, I guess, more opium that we need to import. Yeah, it's funny to me that the trade centers are making the most amount of money. We don't want to just be a trade center. It's nice to have good trade centers, but that's not the purpose. That's not the point. It might be time to switch. Oh, we need engines. So what am I doing here for like the long-term economy stuff? I want steel. Where's my steel mill? Let's just increase this. I know that it may not be profitable to do so, but I know I'm going to want to do that eventually. Iron right now, how are we doing with iron? This is where iron should go, and it's profitable, so let's increase it. And dynamite's now available. Well, boom, that's going to increase it a ton. And now we are also increasing the cost of explosives, so we can go back over to munitions. No, sorry. It's always the chemical plants. I forget it so often. So now we need to increase this, and that's something that I would like to prioritize. Probably more than furniture. Furniture's like, It's okay. No, I mean, you could use one more. All right, all these things could use more. So let's get the construction thing. Out of everything, the thing that will help us the most then is to get this construction one going. Currently, we're doing the railway in Scania, and then next is... Wait, another one in Scania? Is that real? Should I have been doing that? What's our import suffering here? Oh, I guess because I cut the arms industry, they are making money. Yeah, what the heck? Why? Oh, so that's why. The economy did eventually kick in and all that. And yeah, we do need another arms industry. I love it. I actually really like to see that I need to increase the goods. Hardwood. I don't think a lot of our buildings, if I go to the buildings in general, go to rural, logging camps, are all these producing hardwood? They actually all are. How is hardwood looking? Whoops. Okay, regular logs are even, and hardwood is, it's about even. That's a little bit more expensive. The only way around that is to do wood, and I'm just forever going to forget. Oh, we need more infrastructure here. We can handle that. It's fine. Port. And that's supposed to be done before these iron mines, probably. Oh, there's just so much to do. Okay, this steel mill is not as important as everything else. Let's move that to the bottom. Is that the same with the chemical plant? Chemical plant might actually be important. All right, we can get more explosives for sulfur. Let's do that. Then we don't have to do the chemical plant as quickly. Put down below the arms industry. Yeah, okay, I like it. I love it. I just love when the things start moving together. Ah, it's so great. And we have something which I'm not paying attention to these messages. By the way, episode 5 hasn't gone out yet, and that's the one where I did load the game, unkilling my heir. It was kind of a stupid thing to do, and it was really a slap-happy moment, but I haven't seen the reaction to that. I hope... I am, like I said, recording this before 5 has gone out, and I feel bad that I just shouldn't have done it to begin with, but I don't really care about the results that he died or whatever, and I mean... it was stupid if I had realized the real consequence of it. But people might say that it would have been interesting to see how I deal with that. And I agree, you know. I don't know. Maybe I have a little bit of regret having done it. Anyway, Sweden getting plus 20%. Coal, iron, lead, sulfur. Yes. Absolutely yes. That's what we want. More than munitions, more than anything else, because that is what's going to lead to munitions being able to increase the... Like, that will go away after 5 years, but that is going to enable us to build more on the munitions plants and stuff like that. So I think I will get a second one here, even though maybe I don't need a second one. We're not even... we're a little bit over. No, what we need more than that is probably the chemical plant, which is barely making money. See, this is just weird. It's just weird how it goes. Because coal is too expensive, and we can't really do anything about coal. It's pretty much maxed out. Not exactly. Oh, we need to... Not sure sorry to complain about substance. I agree. We should follow their advice. Jutland has got to... Migration attraction is important. And we had one more. Shoot, I didn't implement it. Does it just pop up after being ignored until like 30 days left or something? Maybe. Success. So we're at 22.2. We have to hope that it doesn't get to these. So we have a 60% chance of positive... 37%. I mean, the debate can be good too. It ends up being like kind of a mini game. Not really a mini game, I would say. It's a debate period. Different things can happen. More event driven. Getting a lot of things here. And by the way, I'm not looking at... Okay, market access in Norland. Yeah, I'm getting to that. That's the port, right? Which is already in the queue. And then, yeah, just keep increasing these mines. Let's get 3 of them, for crying out loud. Logging camps, I'm less interested in that. Mainly... Man, this is... Oh, Spaland's also going to need another port. Put that on the queue. What else do we get in here? Trade centers are still making all the money. Nope, we can get more clothes. Forever. Clothes forever. If we do this, it will decrease the cost of luxury goods to almost nothing, which is funny. Oh my gosh, we got not just a good result, we got the best result. Alright, so our authority is now negative. We will adjust that immediately. Otherwise, we would have to pay minus 1 0.4 opposition interest group approval. Yeah, well, that's not as bad as, in my opinion, the tax one, but okay. We will solve it. Look at this standard of lovin'. 16.9. Oh my goodness. 16.9. Goodness gracious sakes alive. Okay, anyway, this is probably a good thing overall. Oh, this radicalizes the landowners? Well, I'm sorry, landowners. And they're in the government. Whoops. Minor oversight. I was almost sure that it did not radicalize people, but I've been known to be wrong before, and apparently I was wrong again. Cannot wait for this government to be reformed in order to have the intelligentsia in it. One day. One day. Anyways, let's look at what other laws we might be able to do, and then we got to get to this authority issue. Which, that should be easy to solve. We're like pretty much... We're doing a lot of decrees we don't absolutely have to be doing. Lots of things which are superimposed. Consumption-based taxation. We're at per capita, which is pretty good. And it doesn't actually say what the expected impact. Predicted revenue 13.2. 71. Oh my gosh, consumption-based is not going to be where we go then. I would love not... Oh yeah, colonial resettlement. This is... I don't care who I make upset. Oh, it would radicalize the trade unions. What the heck? Colonial resettlement is so hard to get, in my opinion. I've tried to get it so many different times and never gotten it. It's better than colonial exploitation. Not that we're going to do anything with this anyway. And actually, there's only 2% chance. Alright, we don't need to worry about that yet. Anything else here? Okay, we have... Well, we went from census to universal. This would... In theory, I guess it would... Yeah. They would oppose this change, which would take them from -2 to -7, which is funny. Maybe the radicalized... I think the radicalized I was looking at was probably for if we did women's suffrage. Or something, because they are not radicalized. I don't see them being super duper angry. I mean, they have like almost no clout. It's just the only thing which is keeping them in the game at all is the fact that I have a leader who simply won't die. 91 now, come on, man. Another thing, I do have these 10 extra battalions, and good old John Enemark here. He's the lone general. I have no idea if he's good or not. In theory, I probably should just hire another general, because it's nice to have two to split to two different fronts. And, you know, not to get too much into it, but yes, the military system is kind of a mess right now. However, you know what? His psychological... I do not want to be left without a commander. I am just going to simply hire somebody new. We can... At least we can afford it from a bureaucracy standpoint. And if this guy has... How old was he? 54. At least he's young, but he does have this problem with psychological affliction, which gives him minus character health. So if he dies, I should have somebody ready to go. Let's see who else we might be able to take on, pick up here. Tactful, which is good. Can be good. And what is he, by the way? He's landowners. Ooh, industrialist, that sounds awesome. Innovative, I love this. Explorer, it's okay. Supplier, oh, I like it. He's a logistics person, and yeah, this is it. This guy's good. He's gonna get the command. So there we go. Got 15 split each. Good. Sounds good. Take off those. I only care about commanders. Okay, we formed new parties somehow. I don't know why that happened, but it's okay. It happens over time. Expensive military goods. We have engines. Oh my gosh, so I've been meaning to get engines, and I never did it. Where do we want to get engines? And why do I only have one university? Seems like a mistake. When you have money, I think that one of the best things you can do is start mass-producing industries, or universities. So let's get that. By the way, it's not quite 1856. Spam has gone back and forth. Not the annoying item in your email, or the food, but actually the user who's commenting, telling me it's either 4.2 or 5. I didn't fully understand, but it was one of the two. In either case, we've tripled the amount with less than 20 years. I'm happy either way. Glassworks is super productive. That is awesome. Make me more money. And we can actually even produce more. This will produce more glass. I mean, is there any reason not to? Oh, it'll produce less wood, but it'll cost more lead. Well, lead is super cheap right now, and wood is not. So let's do this. And my profit went negative, which makes me think I might have done something wrong. Porcelain is currently making a ton of money. We can get more of it. There, we're making a profit again. I think all that was the right thing to do. We just need to make sure dye doesn't get too expensive. Anyways, Glassworks is now making a lot of money, and we'll make one more, and hopefully it'll still make money. I don't know. It still has a little bit of employment. I mean, it looks like employment dipped for when I messed up my thing momentarily. Engines, that's right. So we need, what's the review here? 71. So review here, 39. Well, they're both in a bad shape. Probably going to need, I mean, sure we're going to need eventually to do railroads. And probably this is a good place to do railroads too. How are we doing? Money-wise, we're doing fine, so I'm going to get another construction sector here and a railway, which we will subsidize. Lead mines are losing money, which is confusing to me. Let's dynamite. Is that going to... Well, I am subsidizing. We don't need to subsidize anymore. Let them do their thing. Dynamite. Okay, yeah, so we need more chemical plants. Many, many more chemical plants. We'll just have to keep importing sulfur. Eventually, we're going to have to import coal. We're limited. Don't have enough of it. We're getting all we can out of it already. And we can switch to rail transportation. This will... Well, the cost of it will be very high. It says substitution-wise that it'll be a negative effect, but I find that it's impossible to know without just doing it and seeing what happens. Let me see as far as... Probably should subsidize it too. I mean, we need to keep this thing going. Railways are missing engines. Okay, that's stupid. I'd never imported engines because I'm just waiting for my motor factory. That's going to take too long. Let's do this. Austrian market. We're going to do it. It's too cheap not to. And I forgot to do this. Dang it. Stupid me. Alright, we got a few here. We got road maintenance. I might be able to get rid of that. Yeah, we can get rid of that. So let me do so. Oops. Let's get rid of the road maintenance here. And just one more item. We are promoting social mobility here. We can cancel that, I think. Although that is an area where we're having some difficulties. Let me see if we should maybe cancel resources in one of these places. Let me see. Okay, by the way, are you building another port already? Well, do so now. We should max our ports before we do anything else, you know. I mean, it's slightly cheaper than railroads. Just slightly. Okay, yeah, we're doing greener grass and encourage. We're doing greener grass and promote. This is resources. Let's just take a look at the resources. We have 8, 3, 2. So a total of 13 here versus a total of way more than that here. So we're going to cancel the resource encouragement here. What do we have going on here? Nothing. There's no things over. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we're in good shape then. We'll just do that. We have positive authority again. Not a big deal. I think actually, am I spending like a ton of authority? I'm spending a ton of authority trying to bolster the intelligentsia. I'm going to keep doing that until our leader is elected. At that point, we won't have a problem anymore. But this should go away. At least we're importing now. I love this game. It's a lot of fun. Actually, we're doing well as far as prestige goes. Is this probably because we're... Oh my gosh. Pause just to... This is amazing, by the way. Our prestige right now is not at all impacted. Oh, unpaused. By goods that we're producing. It's purely due to GDP and Army Navy. Well, yeah, I mean the other percentage things, but those have to modify something, and the something they modify. What do we got here? 60%. I am probably... What's the radical party? I need to... You must let me know. Okay, it's the industrialists. I am okay with that. 2% of pops in Jotaland. Jotaland. Oh man, I always get nervous saying that. Radical party. Let's find out. 240. 250. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Let's say if the ratio of this doesn't exceed like 3 to 2, 50% more, I guess I'm okay with it. I guess if this one gets too high and like just in raw numbers, it's also a bad thing. But compared to our full population, you know, it's less than 10%. That's a good thing. Engines are coming down in price, but still super expensive. We just need to keep producing everything. Oh, we had an election. So we can do our reform now. Dang you, Karl Johan, die already! He is beloved, so I guess that is a good thing. What effect does that have? I don't know what effect that... I think it does have positive effects. He's a moderate guy. What's this heir apparent? When is he gonna... I bet you the heir apparent dies before this guy. It's ridiculous. Anyways, let's attempt to reform the government. Let's see if we can add the intelligentsia yet. Ah! Hooray! We can add them! Can we get rid of this one? This is a huge legitimacy hit. What? Why is that even possible? Okay, I'm sorry. There's something here I'm not understanding. I'm missing something. I feel like I know it already. I've already been told it by somebody, or we've talked about it in a multiplayer game, but why is it that I can leave the party out? I thought that would lead to... Maybe it's due to the form that we have. Even though it's a constitutional monarchy, we have the... not the oligarchy, but the whatever. I guess? So let me reset this real fast. Exit. We are a... yeah, distribution of power. Maybe this is part of the reason that we don't need our king to be part of it. I don't know, but for whatever reason, this is great. Now we can put the intelligentsia in here. We can leave the landowners out. And there we go. They want to join the Radical Party anyway, so this is perfect. Okay, good. So let's... yeah... Trade union wants to in here too. I don't really want to do the trade union, but fine. What do they help or hurt? 60. Yeah, they actually help. 14, and then put the trade union in there, and basically we made the whole party. Okay, confirm. Not that I mind the trade unions. The trade union is good. This is like the trifecta, the holy trinity, the triforce. If I had to rank them right now, I probably want them in exactly this order, but maybe a more balance between industrial and intelligentsia. Anyways, we'll confirm that. See what happens. Yeah, the king hasn't been deposed or anything. Maybe he'll die of a heart attack. That would be great. Oh, we did Path of Liberalism. I didn't even realize that. I don't much care for or track those little goals. Freedom, equality, and brotherhood. Alright. Intelligentsia and the leader of... who is not my heir. Weird, I would have expected they would use him as a nice token. This guy's disliked too. Anyway, has ushered in an era of liberal politics that promises a freer society where all citizens are part of the political process. Look, we're already there. We have census voting. But I'm completely okay with this anyways. Adds freedom of thought, freedom of trade, and freedom of thought. Our other political leaders we advise to follow this trend. Oh, who's this guy? Oh, rural folk. Ooh, interesting. And it looks like no matter what, we're going to get freedom of thought and freedom of trade. Perhaps a voice of reason is needed before this gets too radical. No, I don't want that. I don't even know who this guy is. He is landowners. No. He's a jingoist. That's cool. I just really think that's cool. I would love more jingoists in my party. Yeah, let's go to war. That'd be fun. Anyways, that's another thing I have to address here. We got to deal with Finland. Or try to. So, I do like this popularity. He's unpopular as it is. And I would much rather that the intelligentsia become more popular. He's a moderate. I really don't mind a moderate. Let me do this. Okay, Finland. We have to start dealing with Finland. What are we going to do with Finland? Let's just look at our options here. So, right now, we have a genial relationship, or attitude, and they have a genial attitude towards us. This is something that's purely, like, showing the hand diplomatically. Has no impact on things, I guess, you know, when you're actually undergoing... Like, relations, you need relations low to declare war, stuff like that, so it has a real meaningful impact. This is, like, signaling, I guess. It's very nice they have this, so thank you, Paradox. Not that this is the first game that they've had it, but it's very nice to have. So, we have some diplomatic actions we can take against them. These are one-directional, what's it, like, Bilateral. This is unilateral. I'm just going to do something and you have to accept it. Diplomatic plays is the one where it's an expansion. Okay, so we could form an alliance. We can't yet. Wonder what this is. We're at -72. They are pursuing a strategy of defend the borders, probably because they're next to Russia, for crying out loud. So if we could get them into, I think, is it a customs union? What do we? So what I could do is I can't start a diplomatic play against them. What I would like to do is I'd like to have a play to try to get them under my influence, like make them a protectorate or a puppet. So what is it that is preventing us from doing? Oh, we probably don't. Do we have an interest in there? I think that aren't they by default part of my interest groups? Yeah, this is definitely part of the... We have this as well to cover our bases. This, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think this is the right move. What is it that I'm missing here? It's another thing. Okay, make into protectorate. This is what we want. Okay, we can get them into a customs union too, and they're very happy. I think we might be able to do this. So, cordial relations, we can improve that. The alternative is we can, like, go to war, which would require us to damage relations. I mean, invites customs unions, how close are they on this one? We're 58 away. I don't know. I really don't know what's the best idea. I would have thought I was going to go in there and conquer them since... I mean, it's not nice, but it's like they have less troops than I do, so we could do it. Diplomatic play would be fun. Finland wants to keep the world at bay through armed isolationism. They also are promoting liberal reforms, and they want to industrialize. Well, okay, that's fine. Their GDP is tiny compared to mine. I mean, 5 times smaller at this point. Well, 4.5. Anyway, let's keep moving until I figure out what I want to do there. Some good shortages. Small arms and artillery. Okay, well that should be... Well, we have a building which produces those. What's going on here? Subsidize that again. I guess what's happening is mainly the... Man, it is the #1 arms industry in the world. I think the problem is that we just don't have enough people here. Sorry, Spain. Ah, we need convoys. Alright, that's good to see. Market access. Oh, man. Did you not get a port? Did your port add anything? We got a big old queue. I think that's the problem here. Steel mill is steel mill. I end up just saying that steel mill or steel meal. It's not that productive. It's there, but it's not really that productive. You can go to the Bessemer process, which I would prefer to do as well. Water tube boilers. This will decrease the number of laborers. I think that's actually a good thing to do. So it says this won't have an impact. 1.2, 1.4. Let's do it. 1.05. I'm okay with that, by the way. I'm still okay with 1.05 because it is reducing the number of people who are working here, and that increases effectively the productivity of another place. So I will do that. In fact, we really ought to start going through and finding everything that is not doing such things. Yeah, this is going to produce more coal, and it's going to decrease. Yeah, by like that's just a no-brainer in my opinion. It went negative. My God. Tools. Where are my tools being built? Here. You're already doing it. Well, that's good. Oh, we can go to steel tools. Well, steel wasn't wasn't on the menu, but now we can just go ahead and import some steel since we're gonna need it desperately. French market sounds good. We're gonna need convoys too, but that's where we're getting all these ding darn ports for. Okay, we got a port there already. Get another port here. Just get all the ports. They don't take that long to build. They're helpful. Just get them. Get them all. Gotta catch them all. Alright, that's a lot of ports. Probably need a little bit less than that, but okay. How's this one doing? We got 2 in the queue, so I'm gonna say that the second one can let a few ports in first. Stop trying to improve relations. Another thing I could do is, you know, force some kind of diplomatic action against Denmark. Yeah, here we can actually do the things I was talking about. Make Dominion, make... So why is this available as an option? I don't understand it quite yet. Like, what makes this an option that it's not an option for Finland? Can you tell me what is going on here? I wish you would tell me. I think it's that we have to decrease our relationship, but I don't know. So I apologize again. Alright, vacuum canning. This is not really useful. Do we have any food? We should get grocery stores. Let's put our grocery stores in Götaland. Not that it doesn't have enough stuff already going on, but you know, eventually we'll get food industry here, and that should give us groceries. Yeah, we will want that. We're making so much money all the time, but I mean, our standard of living is so good. I'm not even sure what the best bet here is. Our taxation level is obviously not having an impact on people getting to their standard of living because it's extremely high. Maybe I can start canceling these. Oh man, we're getting a lot of money from it though. Alright, raising concerns. Let's see. Trade unions are worried about. Well, you know what? You have good reason to be. You're not as important as the industrialists. Sorry. Man of war. Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to go to the naval bases. I can do that here. Yeah, we're gonna want to switch to ironclads. Okay, we can't even do that yet. What about the ports? So I think we can't do that only over... I mean, all of them are already at the more sophisticated ports except for this guy, who can't afford it anyway. Would give him more infrastructure, but... Can do attitude. Sounds good to me. Soldiers are complaining that they have no way to open their canned food. They'll figure it out. Gives us -2 approval. Armed forces, how are you guys doing? You're -4. Hey, well, there we go. There's our money's going to something completely useless, but whatever. It'll make the soldiers happy. Just really happy to see that we got 20%. And we do have now... Oh, not quite. We're so close. We're almost to 20%. Then I can also save our authority, which is all being burned on improving the intelligentsia. They're getting there too. They're almost at 20%. Wow, the armed forces, I did not realize they are so influential. I'd like to make them a little more happy. No trade agreements with anybody. We as Sweden will walk our own path. Field works, it's good. Defense eventually gets much, much better than offense in this game. It builds that way. Yeah, I know. Norland. Okay, so let's just look and find the Norland place. In fact, we should probably just do this. Get yet another construction sector. And whatever one that is currently in the queue, bump that one all the way up to the top. Is this steel mill really necessary? Yeah, it is. I'm going to say yes. We always want more. Wow, we have 11. My goodness, we have 11? Jeez. Jiminy crickets. That's a lot. Oh, trade unions are giving us a boost too. That's very cool. 10% manufacturing industries throughput. Workforce ratio would also be nice, but there's other ways we can deal with that too. Are we doing anything right? We're not trying to bypass. We're not trying to pass any laws. Let me see if there's anything. Now that, especially that this guy is, by the way, still in off. What the? Guy just won't die. Maybe I'm not going fast enough game speed. Okay. We can do total separation. We currently have +100 authority because we are not doing that. Does probably is in our best interest. Oh my gosh. Okay, wow. Holy cow. Everybody apparently wants a dedicated police force. We currently have a local police force, which gives the landowners 10% political strength. Minus 20% state penalties from turmoil. We don't have turmoil. Okay. Dedicated police force would do the minus 5% radicals from standard of living decreases. And minus 15%. Okay, good. So it actually brings down the benefit of the reduction penalty of turmoil. So we would suffer more from turmoil under this. But I think that's actually fine. So this might actually be the way I go. Let me come back to this. I will look for the policing law like on its own in a moment. Yeah, we could do the private healthcare stuff. That's also, I mean, we have money for it, so in theory it makes sense to do. Public schools is a little bit better. I do agree. 20% in education access versus 20%, but it's assimilation versus conversion. I also very much prefer that. This would radicalize... I assume this would radicalize somebody, but it doesn't say so. Yeah, landowners would simply oppose this, but I guess they've already gotten used to census suffrage. See what happens? you enact some laws, and then eventually people are like, well, I guess that's just the way it is. Private schools, no, don't want that. Okay, so let's go to laws, and then go to policing. Where would that be? I'm going to look everywhere except for where it is. Right now, not a lot of people prefer local police. We could do no police is also an option. No police would do nothing. Okay, that's fine. This one is giving us these benefits. I don't like this. So we can do minus 5% radicals from standard living decreases, which is not something we're planning to have anyway. It's still better than this local police force one. And I guess the fact that we will do it, it'll make, look how happy it's going to make people. Even the armed forces are going to be happy. I am all in on this. We're definitely going to do it. Last but not least, we have militarized police forces. This would give our armed forces political strength. I wouldn't necessarily mind that. I generally do like the armed forces. Well, no, they're going to be detrimental to have them. Yeah, so we'll do this. It's fun to just change your government around. I like it. Ammunition needs... We have ammunition needs. Yeah, we will need that. We need a little bit of everything. And more ports. Okay, we're actually negative now. After building enough construction that we're now can construct enough things to become negative. Look at that weird balance. Oh man. What a great... Ah man, 38 minutes. I was going to say, what a great game. What are we missing right now? See, I think I should be probably looking at the diplomatic lens to see what I can do more. Okay, yeah, so I want to make dominions out of these people, not these people. No, make a puppet, same people. Can forcibly open the market for Denmark. I mean, I can do this for Denmark, but look at the problem is that... Oh, these countries may join or remain neutral is probably going to be a sign that this. What happened last time is I tried to do this simple war against Denmark, simple little take their stuff, and guess who came in against me? Russia. And then actually Prussia went on my side after I persuaded them and gave them some stuff to do it. All this over a stupid trade port. My goodness, it's just silly. Anyway, I think we'll just keep our nose to the grindstone on the economy for now. 18, wow, how are we doing on... It always amuses me to take a look. Okay, wow, the Japanese shogunate has 19 million. Jeez, they have a high GDP. My goodness. Now, we have a higher GDP... Wow, great changes. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. 7? Who's in 7th place? I don't know who's in 7th place. Oh, Italy. Okay. So, yeah, you know, our GDP isn't as great as I thought it was going to be. And wow, Belgium's only down at 10.5. Woe to Belgium. Their leader is not executing on the economic front, that's for sure. Maybe I should actually take a look at these things. So Sweden has enacted free trade. increase the number of Swedish trade routes by 25%. That's easy to do. That'll just give us another event, though. Not really sure what these are going to be used for. Yeah, we're going to need this. I mean, we're going to need this not because I care about fulfilling this achievement, but we need motor industries. I already have one. I think I've already tried to build one. It's not greater than building level of 3 yet, but, you know, eventually we're going to have lots of motors and all that. And it's good to just try to... I'm willing to pay a little bit of a tax to just get ahead, to establish myself with these industries, which I know eventually are going to be very popular. So that's why I want to get the steel mills going. I know that they're going to be popular. Plus, we also... Do we have the option yet to switch our building construction over to steel frames? Because that is really going to increase the cost. The demand. The cost, yes, but also the demand for steel, obviously, hugely. See when those last work. So both of those have got additions queued. We have a university queued in there somewhere, too. Paper mills are not doing particularly well. Well, I could go to this, which is going to increase the cost of dye. Paper's already like a mediocre price, though. Can do the water tube boilers as well, but we don't have enough coal. Well, I guess we're just going to have to import coal at some point. Oh, improved fertilizer. It's done. Yeah, and I noticed that, I didn't even get to this, that liquor was like extremely expensive. It is still. So whatever is making liquor needs to make more of it. Which is, by the way, our rye farms. Do it this way, probably. It's faster. No, they're right at the top. And all of them are already doing potatoes. Dang it. You have 2 spots available, and technically, I know because of this, you are better off doing cows, but because Scania is so like tight, and I know technically the agriculture will be better over there, but I'm going to do it here instead, just because it's like opportunity cost. If I put a rye farm in Scania, it's something else that can't go there. Okay, well, how's grain doing right now? It's a little bit overpriced. We're gonna change that. Okay, fertilizer is extremely expensive right now, too. Which means that my farmers, my livestock people, should be, like, thrilled. Because they do make a small amount. Our meat price is really high, so let's do that. Just doing all kinds of switches real fast. Optimize the economy. Feels so good. Coal mines look good. Iron mines. I don't know why everything wouldn't be doing this. Oh, because tools would just go crazy. And the price would go way down. Might have overbuilt iron mines. The price of explosives would go way up. Okay, iron mines will be the one exception. We're going to max out everything. I generally think that, I generally don't just think, I've experienced that doing these things, it does help. Rail transportation, we probably want that for coal mines first. Transportation is so expensive. Even with the subsidized railways here? My god, transportation is expensive. These guys are actually making money. I don't even need to subsidize them. In fact, we could just get more railways. We need motors, though. We need motors. So they're at risk. These are at risk. I probably do need to subsidize them. We're at risk, and you can see that we're not even... Yeah, there it goes. Okay. Dang it. Subsidize them again. Do we have the motor industry up? No, not quite yet. Okay, 45 minutes. Man, I gotta call this video to a close. Can't just go over 50 minutes. 50 minutes is too long. The motor industry is getting there. Do we have a construction sector? Let's see if I can... Boy, wouldn't it be helpful to have a go to the top button. You would think Paradox would know that. They've had it before. Anyways, let's push it on up. That university's not that important. Bump that down a bit, even. I think the chemical plant's actually more important than some other stuff. Yeah, I'll just put the university way down there, even though it only has a couple weeks left. Oh my gosh, we've been just moving without selecting something. Now, technically that's okay because it will increase the spread of items. So you don't have to, like, reload the game in frustration that you missed something. That's not that big. Not that big of a deal. What are we gonna do? Is it time to do something on the societal front? Oh my gosh, we're about to get steel frame buildings, which is awesome because infrastructure. Take 3 years to get mutual funds, which is something I usually target. We do not need taxation capacity. Our population isn't so dense yet. Camera's sitting over there, but I don't think it's that. It's not that worth it. All right, we have everything except for this line. Electrical generation. Electricity is pretty useful. I don't have a whole lot of experience with it. Rotary valve engine is going to decrease labor, but it's going to take more coal, more tools. And those are not things... We have tools, but we don't have coal. Reinforced concrete is going to allow us to produce a lot more, which is basically just a big negative to our budget. But, I mean, it's kind of necessary right now. It'll only take 33 months. These are only going to take 33 months. Probably we're going to do the steam donkey. Yeah, so this allows us to substitute coal and engines for laborers. Eventually, we're going to have to do that. We probably should bite the bullet and just import tools, import coal to get it done, to be using the other version of this. I'm going to go with reinforced concrete. It only takes 33 months, so, year and a half, even if we make the wrong decision. Sorry, 33 months. 3 years, even if it makes the wrong decision, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with the consequences. Okay, unproductive trade routes, steel. That's fine. We'll cancel that. But we're basically doing okay. Alright, Intelligentsia, they're at 19.2. They are still not... How did the armed forces get so incredibly high? I don't even know. Also, the world still wants to know why this guy is 93 and still king. And by the world, I mean mainly me, Tortuga. I'm like itching for his deathbed. One day. Okay, what was this? Station, sulfur, tools. Okay, good. So this is a very good reminder for me that I need to import coal. Okay, coal is not going to import, but we have a trade agreement with them, so it won't increase our bureaucracy. And then coal. Wait. Yeah, this is coal. Tools. Oh, wow. Okay. This is good. If we can get the finish... Okay, we're going to go with this. I am going to do this. I'm assuming that it's easier to improve relationships. I mean, easier to damage relationships and start crap. As opposed to slowly building relationships. So, anyway, I'm going to do it this way. Wait, you got to get... One of these damn ports has got to be finished for... That's Jutland, Norland. Just finish it for crying out loud. This is... Yeah, they're over 2. So get that one up as well. Sorry, Glassworks. I know that you're probably... Oh my gosh, you're super in need of getting completed. Well, c'est la vie, can't. Other things are prioritized. Yeah, and we're actually losing money now. Hooray! We had probably about 20-25% saved, so... Alright, I'm going to call this video to a close here. Having a lot of fun. Hope you are too. We'll see how things go. I'd love for the king to die. It must be happening in the next episode. Can't really wait much longer without it happening. Until then, thanks for watching. Stay safe and take care.